can't wait to get this one started.
Dave.
What, son?
I'm going that way.
Auburn will kick off to get us underway.
Dave, you can't go that way. Can't go that way. It's okay. Look for that way.
No return coming. No call for the fair catch. Offense getting set for first down. The give to the back. And that ball is live in the backfield. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, that's not the start this offense wanted. Your starting running back puts it on the ground on his very first carry. This is a guy they need to have a big game. They need him to get his confidence going, and that last play isn't going to do that.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Move, brother.
He's looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Here, watch out.
Bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that
You're
one.
welcome.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Got his man on the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Curry. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute. You've got to lock in.
The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this. Well, these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. He gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, puts the defense in such a different position.
You immediately have to be rotating when you
Bro,
see
watch
that
out.
motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. Just it makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He's going to run it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. LSU right back to the line.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there, they'll pin their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's taking the shot. Wide open, he makes the catch. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Ready to try the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to...
Going for a big play. It's complete. A huge pickup. He's running free down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Auburn!
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Curry. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Line gets set. 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He wants to throw. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Quarterback checking the play. Wide out in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake.
Oh.
He's got it. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. The pull and throw off the RPO. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Blue. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go with a direct snap. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Can't quite cross the plane to get to 6, but they'll have the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Curry. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, looking again to throw. Dances away from the Heat. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. He wants to take the top off. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Unloads to the wideout. Fires the pass. Intercepted. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
He's going to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Feeling some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half.
Come on, bro. I know that shit going there, man. Like, come on, bro. Stop fucking playing me, man.
And And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. At the 45, on his way. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pat.
A shot toward the end zone. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Caught over the middle. It's Fowler. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Cal has had almost no answers today, and when they've had them, that other sideline has changed the questions. A puzzling performance in Berkeley. They're trailing by 14 to Washington. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates you'll see in here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. They'll try the run. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
They'll throw it on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's picked off. Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They're trying to get to it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. That had all the makings of fog meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one, and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Looking to scramble. Gets rid of it. Finds his back in the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Fast motion from the offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. LSU quick to the line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air on first down. On the run, still looking. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they've got beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding the run was coming.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Field goal is good. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And they thought about a return. They thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Looking to pass on second down. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Wants to throw on first down.
This one
He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up first without scoring. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see.
What?
On second down, wants to throw. Moving away from pressure. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Using his legs, it's Flanagan. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
On the move. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Get out of here.
Run away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game. 3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Zings it complete to the right.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Gets it out quickly. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Timeout on the field, and everybody...
Fuck. It's crazy that you play DB, so you not reading the field. One going out, nigga, gotta be a second one coming in, right or wrong? It was, nigga. Somebody did come in. So I'm talking about the deep side, nigga. Look what nigga user. Look what nigga user. Fucking defense are you?
They're organized as we come down the gut of the game.
Brother Reese, let me see the defense. I was insane.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10.
Oh my God, where's my deep pass, nigga?
He's looking to throw it.
Bro, what the fuck?
That's caught. It's Lincoln. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Run the ball. I know.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. Quick handoff. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And he's lined up perfectly. He'll need to kick it right down the boulevard for the win. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. We're getting deep in the game, and this is for the lead. He got it. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final second.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to find his man on first down. Coming after it. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career in Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? Just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your career.
What color? Favorite color. Little color. Dirty color.
It's over with. Nigga, I'm not tripping. Shit over with. What, players? No. Keep going down. Go down. Yeah. Go back to the quarterback, bro. I was finna do the what's name?
I'm the worst head.
Nigga, I'm doing QB sneak. Flip to the side.
He stuffed it. Never.
Hey, get in nickel. No, get it dime. Cover 4.
Hold on, put my flats on what?
Take the shit off speed. Put the flats on 20.
I don't like the way this look.
Go down.
I don't like this.
I know how to turn it loose.
Go on the court.
Pass commit. Or one hit pass commit. You got a pass commit.
Mommy, Daddy.
That's why I want to play.
Bob?
Hit triangle again, do it. Pass commit up top. Hurry up, nigga, you ain't got that much time with your fucking slow adjusting ass.